live chat. And so we got 2 viewers. Right. So it's been a while since we hit up Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought I'd go with something a little more relaxed today. Just, you know, sort of like, just relax a little bit today. We're going to be continuing the 5d's campaign today. Not looking forward to that. 5d's has not been too good, but I did end up making a new deck on the side, so hopefully we can get through this a little faster with these new cards. What the hell? Alan, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
What do you do all day?
I was busy working on my story. I was outside paying attention to a mother bird, with her nest. And I can show a picture of the bird.
I mean, not really.
It's pretty cool, honestly. No, I'll send it. Actually, I'll send on voice chat text.
And my starting hand is complete ass. Lovely.
But yeah, I was just paying attention
This
to that.
right off the start. Son of a bitch. Hopefully it doesn't pull off any fucking crazy shit.
So how are you going with your novel, Zam?
Going pretty good. Working on it every day. I should be done with the second. Oh, hello, Dark Sparta. Good to see you. I should be done with the second draft relatively. No, this is third draft. I should be done with the third draft relatively soon.
Yeah, how's the condensing going though?
Well, that's the whole point of doing multiple drafts, Alan. Can you guys see the... Okay, so you guys only get pitch black fucking screen for some reason. What the hell's going on here?
But yeah, I sent the picture of the bird on the voice chat text.
Alright.
That's her. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Shit. Alright, we're gonna have to do this.
It's pretty cool over there.
She brings the third goddess out, because I need the blue-haired god. Son of a bitch, another one? Okay, so she's gonna allow me to special summon a Valkyrie for my deck. Yeah, this is actually one of the main reasons I actually bought this game, because I wanted to test this deck out, because you couldn't test it out on Yugioh, and this is an official game, so like a lot more decks are in this game that you can test out that you can't test out on Yugioh. I'm gonna lose 1,600 life points, but they can't hurt me anymore. So, fair trade-off. Now we're good.
But yeah. So much of work that I'm doing for the novel that I'm working on.
And we draw into the second fucking god, the same goddess. Are you fucking kidding me?
There were like 2 novels that I was working on. Somewhat of 3 in a way. Like, I'm trying to write a novel that's in between chapter 4 and 5. And I'm trying to write a novel that's before 1959. And I'm trying to write a novel that takes place around 1982 and takes place back in 1959.
Have you considered just writing the novels canonically and not wasting your time with over complications? Are you kidding me? Maintenance 1900, so from 7 to 3? Are you fucking kidding me? That's lame.
Maybe I might do that. It is a bit weird of how it's done. The reason why I wanted to do it that way is because I want people to wonder, oh, what's in between here? And I also want...
I have a friend named Daniel, and I told Daniel the same thing. Maybe don't plan for that so quick, like so advancedly. Like, how about you get your books out and get a series going before you do that? Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere because you're just going to keep closing yourself down.
I honestly do know where it's all like coming together, to tell you the truth. Well, at least for the general consensus of it. Like, I know what's gonna happen in general between the 1960s and 70s. Like, I know what's gonna happen in the 1960s and 70s. for Zeph and Linset. And plus, I'm planning on like a comic adaptation to reorganize this whole thing. Like, once I write enough novels, I'll plan for like a comic adaptation to reorganize this franchise. And I know exactly the novel and where it's going to start, but it's not gonna. Once like I'm planning on like a comic adaptation now.
Again, I'm
And
just gonna say the same thing. Maybe don't plan so big. Maybe get a base going, or are you gonna draw the comic yourself, or?
no, well, I have talked to people, to comic book people, like CEO before who was interested in doing, and there are people that would do it, but you just got to fundraise enough money in order to set that up, and how that's going to be done. The truth is, when it comes to make a comic, the best suggestion is just to fundraise enough money to do it, in order to do it actually, and I've been trying to like continue working on more and more with the novel.
We got the
Like,
fucking whale, Earthbound Immortal.
I've been like writing some things in between chapter 4 and 5. People go on and on about Devil May Cry having a messed up timeline. No, Devil May Cry makes is easy to follow. It's not hard to follow at all.
Never heard anyone
Yeah,
say
I mean,
Devil May Cry's a messed up timeline.
well, people feel as if people complain that Devil May Cry 3 threw them off the loop because it's a prequel. That's really nothing in comparison to what other authors do with
I
their
have
continuity.
never heard anyone say that, like, ever. Can anyone in the chat who's watching this, can anyone say they've heard that? This isn't Metal Gear.
Oh man, Metal Gear.
Okay, so hang on. First we gotta summon her.
Or Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't get me started with that. With the second one taking place before the first one.
Right. Actually, no. We need Rise of Valkyries.
But
So the whole point of this deck is like for a one-turn KO situation. What's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to get these Valkyries on the field. Dark Sparta. So you were confused? I don't know what to tell you there, Dark Sparta.
But there's 3 timelines in the novel that I wrote. Your brother said he was interested in reading it, but I don't know if he ever was going to.
No one's gonna. Neither me or my brother are gonna go on that Indian website. I'm sorry, it just seems way too sketch.
Indian website? No, there's an actual copy. No, Balboa Press has like cover copies where you can, actual book copies.
Wait, how did you get confused with the timeline?
What do you mean?
No, not you. Dark Sparta saying he got confused with the timeline.
Well, people got confused with 2 and 4. To be fair, it did get retconned, and they did admit to change it. So
There was nothing. No, but like there was nothing confusing about the timeline there. It was just that 2 very clearly came after the fact. Which Blackwing was it again? Okay, hang on. Son of a bitch. Because there's a shit ton of Blackwings.
But what I did is that I started off with around 1950. I mean, no, around 1946. Then jumped to 1980, and then jumped to 1959, and then jumped to 1980.
Fuck.
So yeah. One thing you never want to ever have though when writing a story is have someone who says they're an editor and says everything you do is perfect.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a problem. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
What's going on? Blackwing Wolverine? Oh wait, I remember this. So basically, every time he normal summons a Blackwing monster, he gets another Blackwing monster. Because Blackwings can just continuously fucking draw into themselves. Because that's a good mechanic, That's a great fucking mechanic. Alright, so assuming that card right down there at the bottom's not something to fuck me over, we should be able to do this just fine.
But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, chances I don't know. I don't know how people feel about it. A lot of people said the novel was way too hard to follow.
Yeah, that definitely seems like it's possible. I will not be buying the Final Fantasy VII rework because I do not own a PS4. I only own a Xbox. So,
But
I will not be purchasing that, no. Oh! Ah, see, that's what I was... Oh! Oh, he's destroying the goddesses. Actually, I don't even mind.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, hang on. So we can add our Valkyrie to our hands. Let's go ahead and add her, because I don't think we've normal summoned this turn yet. Hello, Twilight Hero. Good to see you again. We have not. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and normal summon her. And that's going to give all my Valkyries increased attack. And then we can banish this. And then we can OTK them, because these fucking girls over here have the stupidest fucking mechanic in this game. So watch. Assuming I don't kill him right now, activate the effect. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I forgot she recycles the goddesses. Neat.
But I wasn't referring to going to a Google Play site to rate it though.
I mean, okay? I think we're gonna finish them off right here.
Just referring.
Okay, so just to show what I'm talking about here, what will happen is at the end of the battle phase, I can activate this spell card, and I can immediately skip his turn and go into my second battle phase at no cost. It's just a straight go fuck yourself. Like, oh, you want your turn? No, you can go fuck yourself. Now we're entering my second battle phase. This is my battle. You only get my battle phase now. And we're back in my battle phase. Beautiful.
But but I wasn't just referring to the Google Play though. That's not the only way to rate it.
I was referring that your Indian side over there.
That's not. What do you mean? You mean India side?
Yeah, when you showed me.
You mean the people who are from India?
Are you fucking kidding me? I pulled her EX. So for context, I'm also doing some draws in the mobile game in case anyone's wondering what I was talking about right now. And they gave us some free multi-pools, and I just got another character's fucking like ultimate weapon, and I'm at the point in the game now where it's like my trouble is having too many characters to build up. Continuing forward here. You retracted your hello?
Well, what do you mean by Indian side?
Alan, the first fucking site you sent me to was this weird fucking Indian website that had us use a different fucking monetary system.
Wait, it was the... You mean... Okay, the majority of people of them were from India, but...
I don't understand.
They had different... But they had different, text, and different languages, though.
Yeah, but the currency was a fucking... I think the currency was a euro, but I'm probably wrong there. It probably was something else.
I don't remember all the currencies being that way. I mean, I don't know.
For context, for people who don't know, Alan published a book, and that book is... I'm not sure where you can buy it at specifically, but when me and Alan were when Alan showed me it the first time, the only place you could buy it was this weird fucking website that very clearly seemed. Oh, he's an Archfiend character. Okay.
It's not just Balboa. It's not just that site you can buy it on. You can go to I think Barnes and Noble has it available in Yahoo, Google Play, but for some reason Google Play doesn't have like the drawings that I did. Two people have actually had one person I know actually has like a book copy of it. The other one has it on his phone.
Wait,
how
do you get Barnes and
person...
Nobles to? Oh, alright, someone's sponsor here. How do you get Barnes and Nobles to give you?
It's not like on shelf, but it's just more so you can get it on website to buy. I think.
Oh,
I think you could. But yeah, it's not just one site that you can get that novel at. There's actually more than I didn't even... There's actually multiple. There's actually multiple of them, to tell you the truth. There's even some in Japanese. And others in like different languages that...
This motherfucker... Yeah, he's running Infernity, so why isn't he discarding his hand? This is weird. Oh, discard special summon? Alright, I think we can do this. Let's see if we can't get a spell card. Okay, so we can give Valkyrie's Embrace. Hopefully we can send someone to the graveyard. Nice. We can just push forward. Ooh. Yeah, let's just push forward for now. We don't have any way to banish his monsters. Nope.
But yeah, I didn't think. I mean, there wasn't just like one site to buy the novel at.
I mean, there was when you first showed me.
No. There's multiple. There's like
Then why the hell didn't you link me a normal fucking website?
You want me to show you another one?
Yeah, that'd probably be a smart idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay, let's go ahead and attribute this one and this one. My extra deck mainly is just to fucking is just to use the spell card that lets you mill 3. But hang on.
What do you know? Here it is. Here it is, Sam. Here it is. There it is. It's on the voice chat text right there.
Alright. What's this?
It's
Alright.
Yo, what's up?
I'll take a look at that later then.
yeah.
Oh, it's because Alan published a book. I told you this once before, Mangler. And,
Did you get a haircut?
yes. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
It seems no one
Wait,
else...
how does that even work? Did you just like have like your family cut it?
So,
or, like,
I normally go to a hair salon because I'm...
Obviously. Do you know like a barber nearby? Or is it like
no, so we have... So, like, you know how parents used to cut your hair as a kid? We had a machine to cut our hair.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah.
Oh my
If it was
goodness.
like, I'll
Hair
just
does
whip
look
out the old... I'll whip out the old do-what's-it.
The old dude.
Your hair does.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what we
goodness.
used to call them back in the day.
That is a different look to you.
5d's?
This is 5d's.
This is
So
so
yeah.
old.
We were talking about like different ways to like sell novels and all.
To be more accurate, I was talking about how Alan gave me this weird Indian site for his book.
There wasn't just like one site though. There's multiple. There's many of them.
Okay.
There's more than I don't even know about.
Also, what up, chat? Which consists of 2 people.
Which is dead in the water right now.
Yeah.
Chat rise.
Oh, good.
Dude, I was watching. I was just watching part of Die Another Day. Has anyone seen that Bond movie before?
I think
It's a Pierce
I've heard of
Brosnan
it.
film.
I don't.
I've heard
Which
And-
which Bond is that one again?
people claim that Bond
So it's
died.
a Pierce Brosnan. It's a Pierce Brosnan one. It's the one with Halle Berry as the Bond girl,
It's
and
li-
he
yeah.
goes. It's the one where he's trapped in North Korea, and he like.
Or starts off
I
in
have-
that way.
He basically he breaks out after like the first portion of the movie, but like there's something that bugged me. It's really cool. It's got like normal spy gadgets and shit, but like what it really bothered me is that he gets like an invisible car somewhere through the movie, and it's like, all right, this is gonna be like his go-to gadget, and he only uses it to sneak through like a fucking gate.
Do people not get invisible cards or invisible cars? Is that not normal?
Well, he does. So it has all the. It basically is explained to him that the new guy that like takes after Q is just like, oh hey, it has all the perks of like a normal thing. It's got like thermal sight, rockets, and like
thought
shotguns and shit.
I thought Q wasn't a thing till the most recent Bond.
So Q, I mean, well, the most recent one with the what's it called? Who's the
This
who's
motherfucker
the
can attack directly? This guy can go fuck himself.
who's the actor that plays the Daniel Craig? Yeah. So Daniel Craig's was a
The
reboot
only
of the Bond
man
film.
who could look sad while playing James Bond.
It's kind of hard to tell what Daniel Craig is thinking. Like, I can at least tell, like, Roger Moore is gonna find some way to be. Roger Moore's just like sees somewhat interested. Sean Connery's just trying to have fun, and Pierce Brosnan just seems like he's almost on the verge of being like aggressive and angry, but it's so fucking cheesy. It's me. And then I just look at Daniel Craig, and I'm like,
What about the James Bond during I forgot his name. He was a
George
James Bond
Lazenby?
and Living Daylights. What was his name?
oh, I think that's Timothy Dalton. I don't
Yeah,
really
he-
count Timothy Dalton and
Who the fuck
Lazenby,
came
but
up with these fucking titles?
Who knows?
I
Really,
didn't like
some
that
of them are
delay.
inspired from like other, I think, forms of media and some books and shit. So my problem was that like he basically uses the car to get into like past a gate, past some security, and then he just leaves it in there for like an entire night, and then doesn't come back to get it until he absolutely needs it. And then as soon as he gets into it, once he's sneaking into the base, there's a guy coming back from like a snow patrol and just runs into the back of his car, and then and then the antagonist just turns around, guys, like pull around, and he gets in his car, which also has thermal sight, and immediately picks up Bond's film. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he pulls out like the minigun and just starts firing him. Like, dude,
as you do,
you just lost your camouflage. I haven't seen the rest of the movie, but I have a feeling he's probably going to the car, and I'm like, I'm mad. I'm mad.
Oh.
I'm so mad.
Mangler, did you see the picture of the bird I sent on the voice chat text?
That's a bird.
Yes, I saw the bird is a word.
Yep.
Wow. I have no clue what the hell's going on in 5D story.
Just
But,
play GX and Yugioh
I don't know how it
DMs.
feels. Oh, Mr. Mangler, is Mulan canceled? I mean, delayed, like James Bond's movie.
Is what?
Okay, they delayed a Bond movie, okay? Is Mulan's movie delayed as well?
Probably.
I mean, any movie that you can think of before here in like maybe May is probably going to be delayed. At least as far as we can currently tell.
Yeah, who knows for how long.
I saw some meme that someone was making for the Black Widow movie, and it was like it's coming out in like May. It was supposed to originally be planned for like May 3rd, and then it's just a meme with Captain America from like, that conversation he's having. What's it called? Black Widow, and she's just like, some people stop for this, but not us.
What did I banish?
I'm like, what are they just
Are
like
you
a Disney
kidding
channel?
me? I banished both my condemned Dark Lords. What the fuck?
But no movie is coming out on
I
March.
thought you were playing Valkyries.
Wait.
I am.
Wait. March is already over. No movie is coming out on March or April.
There's no Link Valkyrie monster, so I just run random links. Like, there's no point in using the links.
I'm thinking of getting this, but I have a serious problem.
What's the problem?
And it's not money related. I don't have enough money. It's just like, so one guy is asking me to get it on Steam, right?
Alright.
Another friend just got it on the Switch, so if I get it, he's definitely gonna ask me to get it on the Switch. And you're playing it on the fucking Xbox, are you not?
I am playing it on the Xbox.
God damn it.
Right, okay, so yeah, so he summons his Earthbound Immortal.
Dude, that spring sale is going online, and they didn't even put it on there for like $2 off or anything. They're like, no.
I'm still deciding whether or not. Wait, fuck, which Earthbound Immortal was it?
I'm mad because I bought the BO3 Zombies Chronicles edition for like, 30-something bucks plus tax on Amazon.
We just banished this boss monster. How disgusting.
And then they had the spring sale, just like I thought they would. And they put that thing on there for like $10 less. They put the same thing on there with the season pass, which was like $50 worth of like stuff. And they added all of that, and it was $30. And I'm like, that's a steal. That's a steal. I could steal that.
I'm still
so
deciding.
angry.
I'm actually still deciding what I'm gonna buy from the actual pass.
You know what I'm curious about?
I think I've pretty much gotten everything from the sale. And for some reason, I have Nier Automata for free. I don't know why.
I got a question. In terms of like saving money for something, would it be best to buy the PS5 by 2025 or by 2023?
I mean,
What the fuck?
you'd be saving money regardless, but I would assume 25 if you're planning on buying it. Also, did you guys see the new PlayStation 5 controller?
I saw
it looks like an
Dead or Alive
Xbox controller.
Okay,
Dude,
so I've heard this, and I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in here. It does look like the Xbox controller, but I don't know if it's fair to just call a random white controller the Xbox controller.
No. It's not because it's white. Most of the Xbox controllers are black, unless you're looking at like
Racist.
the One X. Oh, you dipshit! It's just a color scheme. Like the Xbox One X and the base Xbox One, I think, are defaulted to black colors. The X, okay, so the X is defaulted to black, as so was the base. S, I think, is defaulted to white. So, I mean, I don't think it's the color scheme. It's the fact that like the handles.
Wait, did
the
I
bumpers,
skip my fucking? Did I not do damage? Oh wait, no, yeah.
the handles, the bumpers, the buttons, they're defaulted. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think they moved the D. I could be wrong
Say they
about
moved
that.
the D.
No. If I'm not mistaken, I think they moved the D-pad. Like the pad with 4 directions on it.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that one actually there.
Let me check and see.
I'll say if you want to post a picture of it on the actual chat. Oh, right. It's another fucking
Also,
Earthbound card.
all that's been revealed about it so far is not really that impressive. It just says battery life has been improved and some other.
Well, actually, there is one impressive thing about it so far. So
which is
it has I guess it has a more accurate tension setup with its trigger buttons. Are you kidding me? It's stronger? Oh my! That fucking no.
yeah,
This can go fuck itself.
this definitely looks exactly like the fucking Xbox controller, and it's not the white color scheme. They didn't move the D-pad, but that's not why. It's literally like the curvature and the design of like the
Soul
handle.
Charge is a banned card.
Did you just get hit by a soul charge?
He just soul charged. Okay, never mind. It's not gonna matter because I got my full Valkyries out now. It's not gonna matter. We got this. Oh.
I don't even do.
What?
I don't even know what Valkyries do.
So are you watching the stream right now? Because I'm about to show you what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so they run off 2 mechanics, or 3 to be more accurate. So special summoning like crazy from the hand, and just special summoning in general. Searching, actually there's 4. Banishing the opponent's monster to make themselves stronger, and then they have like random fucking bullshit in between. Hang on.
This seems like any kind of Reigns deck, only without a Link monster.
Yeah, no, basically. There is one catch, however. They can... Well, you already know the whole battle phase thing, right?
No. What happens in the battle phase?
Oh, well, hang on real quickly. Let me see if I can just get one card. I'm gonna mill.
They do have a battle phase, right?
Well, they get 2.
What?
You're about to win this right now. Oh, Dark Hole. Shit, but I can't use that because then I'll
What do you mean
get
they get 2 battle phases?
Well, you're about to find out. You're about to see it for yourself. Let's go ahead and ride the Valkyries and send Dark Hole.
Does every monster attack twice, or is it like a...
Here, let me show you. So, what's gonna happen right now is battle phase. I'm gonna have her attack this one.
Dude, I can build all of my decks on this game within the first couple of packs, and grinding, unlike in Duel Links, is actually like fucking feasible in this game because you get tons of DP. No, seriously, you could barely get gems in Duel Links. Even if you surrender to the AI, you get almost 400 DP, which is enough to buy a single pack.
Okay.
Like, that's crazy.
No, yeah, I'll show you. So
you get over 1600, which is like 4 packs from beating a CP. Like, shit. Why was Konami not funding this earlier?
Okay.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, so look what's gonna happen, Mangler. Watch the screen. So first, I'm gonna banish this one fucking insector so it can go fuck itself, and then oh, she can still attack. Perfect. Oh, don't tell me he summons another one. Okay, fuck this guy. But so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my main phase 2, but before I do, I activate this spell card, and I immediately skip my opponent's turn and go to my second battle phase of my next turn. You shoot that, and I'm back in my battle phase.
How is that fair?
It's not.
That means you get 2 main phase 2s.
Yes.
Like,
now, okay, so the idea of the drawback is I don't get to draw on this turn, but is that really a drawback?
The only drawback that would be fair is if your opponent got like 5,000 life points and like 2 cards.
Nah, Mangler, that sounds ignorant. Look at that.
I mean, that's free damage. That's OTK City.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, 100%. Now,
Granted,
granted,
it's archetype specific, so it can't be splashed. That's good.
also, you cannot use the card if you control anything other than Valkyries.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it can't be splashed. You have to use it specifically in its archetype.
Yep. Beautiful. But yeah, that's what Valkyries do. Now, I have one of the boss monsters on the field, because there are like 2 Valkyrie boss monsters, I want to say.
I guess I'll never be tagging with this.
No, yeah. If you run tag duels with this, it'll be a fucking atrocious.
Well, it's kind of like the way that I feel when I play my Grid Macro decks, and I'm just banishing everything, and my opponent's just like, hey, I want to play Dark Magicians, or like I want to play like freaking like
I want to play the fucking game.
And I'm just like, oh, all I heard was that you needed the graveyard. Like, yeah. I'm like, but Banisher the Radiance still in the field. It's like, so why don't you take him off? And I'm like, how about no?
I did play against my friend's Dark Magician deck, and because Dark Magician is oppressive as the Valkyries will brick hard on a. Oh, it's not my turn. Oh, he's starting.
Oh yeah, Dark Magician in this game, assuming they have like all the cards, because the same cards exist. I don't know about Pot of Desires, but Pot of Duality is in this game.
Every card is in this game up until I want to say this year.
Well, if that's true, then they have Extravagance and Desires, which means Dark Magicians is at full power, which would include OCG releases, which would include the new support.
Yeah. So they have up until the 1-star Dark Magician card, like the one where it shows the ghosts.
Oh, Magician Soul? They don't have Magician Souls?
Yeah, they do, but that's as far as it goes. They don't have the new Red Eyes fusion.
Oh, they don't need Dragoon of Red Eye. Like, Dragoon of Red Eyes would be overkill.
He's coming out in the new tin, actually, which is pretty cool.
That's gonna be oof.
I'm kind of hoping we get
Wait,
a
the new Mega Tins?
Yeah, so they've already announced the 2020 Mega Tin. It's gonna have Yugi and Kaiba on it, but it's gonna be like the artwork for when they fought in ancient Egypt.
Wait, how is Konami even selling shit now?
Well, they're planning to sell it by the end of the year, so they're saying I don't think they've started manufacturing it yet, but they're basically like hyping it up.
No. How are they even selling booster packs now? No card shops will stay open to maintain their business, to sell their product.
Either online or via Target or any of the mainstream stores that have their cards.
Oh. So they can, I mean, their sales have got to be significantly down.
Time to fucking cheese this deck once more.
I wonder if that means their cards will be easier to pick up.
No.
Mangler, I have a question.
It's Konami.
Yeah. Mangler, I have a question.
Yeah, well,
what level?
If you keep telling me you have a question, I'm never going to hear what it is.
What level do you have to be to fight against Madarame?
Madarame, as in Ikaku Madarame?
The second Palace villain in Persona 5.
Persona nerds.
I have not played Persona 5. I thought you were referring to Ikaku Madarame from Bleach.
Oh, and it's time for me to skip my battle phase again and go into my second battle phase, because this is
Yeah, I haven't played Persona.
Oh, fuck me. I don't think I'm going to be able to LTK this time.
It's the kind of game that will grow on me.
Oh,
I'm
garbage. I deserve to lose. 400 life points left. I am trash.
Dude, Twilight Hero just said this looks exactly like the mix between the PS4 and the Xbox One controller. I agree, because the grips and the design are exactly the same.
Again,
The only
I have
difference
an
is
actual
that it has the PS4 button. The actual controller is just an Xbox One controller
Well,
with
no,
the
hang
PS4.
on. To be fair, it might be a lot lighter.
No, it is a lot lighter. They specifically made it lighter.
Oh,
And
look, it's my
just...
pot of extravagance. I can't wait to draw too.
Wait, what? You have that too?
Of course.
My goodness, you got all the pod. Oh yeah, everything's at 3 in the offline format.
Well,
That's ridiculous.
No. Pot of extravagance is limited to 2 in this game, I think.
No, in the offline format.
No. I mean, like, okay, so the ban list for this game is not the same ban list for the actual game.
Yes, in the offline format. Like, against the computer, everything is traditional. But
Yes,
in the online format against players, you have a ban list.
Yes, but this card isn't banned. I think it's limited at 2.
Yeah, but not against computers, though.
Yes. I don't know where I'm
Okay.
losing you here.
Well, no, I thought you were saying, like, against computers, it's at 2.
Oh, no. Okay, so I think we're good to go. I don't think we need to skip our battle phase.
Although, how is that really a limitation? The card is so insane, even at, like, at 3, so 2 doesn't really hurt it.
No, I mean, it's one of the only cards where I'll say worth $100. Like, I wouldn't pay that, but I completely understand.
Like my card worth every penny.
No, speaking of which, I need to check and see if Yugioh added that new God card support for the Winged Dragon of Ra, actually.
I never understood why Legacy of the Duelist had so much DLC, but my goodness, I didn't realize the the Link Evolution actually has like all the DLC from the original included in this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's honestly a really good deal for $40.
I mean, for sure, but it like kind of shits on Legacy of the Duelist. Like, why would you ever buy that now that Link Evolution is a thing? Also, like that game at least has the first 5 eras on it, so I'm assuming they had a feasible amount of content even without any of the DLC, which means they probably had an insane amount of content with the DLC.
Okay, so the original DLC added a couple of duels and added most of like the anime only duels.
Mhm.
I don't understand what's going on here.
You have been destroyed by the heart of the cards, or I don't know.
This is no. It's like because it's trying to tell the story of 5d's, but I have no clue what the fuck the story of 5d's actually is. Because I never watched 5d's.
I kind of kicked out after like the first section or like the first couple duels of GX.
Ironically enough, I watched more of Zexal than I did 5d's. And oh man, I love starting my hand with nothing but fucking monsters in it.
Apparently, Zexal had like the highest number of seasons after like GX, because Yu-Gi-Oh was like 11 because there were like
Zexal gets way too much fucking shit. It was a fine series.
And then GX was like 8 seasons, I think, and then I think Zexal was like 6. And 5d's was like 4.
Oh my god, when they play Future Visions.
Future Vision? What the hell would you be playing Future Visions for unless you're playing Fortune Ladies?
She is playing Fortune Ladies.
Oh. Well, I guess you're fucked then.
Nah, my Valkyrie's got this.
I mean, if he's got new Fortune Lady support...
What is the new Fortune Lady? Well, okay, I see Solitary Magician. Is that new?
I mean, I think that might be old stuff, but the new fusion, like Fortune Lady, like synchro shit, doesn't die. So I have my own concerns about it. And Future Visions basically nukes your normal summon.
No, I know. I just saw it happen.
And if you're playing a Gemini deck, which you probably won't, but if you're playing a Gemini deck,
that seemed like a bad idea.
If you ever would play a Gemini deck, you were literally just like completely destroyed. Like you can't activate your mechanics because every time you try to double summon to Gemini summon, you just get banished from the field.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you have the normal summon to activate the effect.
yeah, no. You normal summon, you're just like, why am I being sent to the ether? Like, I didn't ask for this.
Okay. Thankfully, Valkyrie, so a 3-star Valkyrie has this really good effect to where if she gets destroyed by battle, you can special summon any Valkyrie from your deck, no matter the level. So that's really good. And they just killed her, so I'll be able to special summon my boss monster.
So it's just Rescue Cat, but like with no restrictions.
Well, the only restriction is just has to be destroyed by battle. Like, if it's destroyed by card effect, I don't think it works.
Finally, we have an
Can't you
FMC
just crash
fan.
into them though? And,
Yeah,
like,
you
kill
can.
yourself.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. And
Hello up.
it's at 1400 attack power.
Hello, Obsidian.
Also, I perfected the Ojama deck, and you were able to feasibly make it on the Ojama Arm Dragon and ABC variants on this game. Only now they're way stronger than they were on Yugioh Pro because now they're under Master Rule 5. So they don't have to summon Saryuya and Link monsters to spam their boards.
So what you're saying now is you can play it the way it was intended? Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
normally what I had to do was I would have to summon. There was a huge problem, right? I had to summon all my Ojama monsters. I had to link them off with red. I had to make a play for red. I had to normal summon red, summon all the vanillas, link them off for Saryuya to get enough zones, and then I have to banish them with modification to summon all the Union vanillas, and then banish them for their fusions, like the 2 big fusions, then banish that for the big fusion, then do the Armed Dragon stuff. But the problem with that was that I needed Saryuya for this. Now I don't, so I just keep summoning them, and summoning, and summoning, and summoning, and summoning, until I run out of, summons. And basically means if I make Armed Dragon, then like I can make Armed Dragon Catapult Cannon consistently in like 2 turns, if I go first, which is like insane. But
Gotta love that Master Rule 5.
Yeah, Master Rule 5 has got to be like, which is why I'm. What?
Also, the only thing I'm excited for Master Rule 5 is I don't get restricted anymore with my fucking Galaxy Engine or my Synchros for Blue Eyes anymore. Because I'm just glad. Links.
I'm just glad that my Blue Eyes deck will now be able to summon the Mirror Force Dragon again. I will be able to make boards of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and Mirror Force Dragon, and have them still be inconsistent and require like Critias to not be searched because Konami hasn't made a fucking Critias searcher yet.
Konami needs to make a searcher for all those fucking cards.
No, they're like, oh, it's fine. We'll just make secrets. It's like secrets isn't Timaeus, you ass. I can't summon Dark Magician the Dragon Knight with Dark Magic secrets. This is not a dragon. You sick.
Okay.
Everybody thought like this was the card we needed. No, it was the card we wanted, but not the one we needed.
All right, and so we just got our boss monster on the field. Perfect.
It was the card we wanted, but not the one we deserved.
I just hope the new God. I just want to test out the new God card support. They basically gave Raw all his anime effects in the form of spells and traps.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought the new God card support was the purple like fusion thing with metal reflect slime.
Well, it was, but they added more support because they just announced several new cards.
What did they give him?
Hang on, let me see if I can look it up real quickly, and I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, just send it in voice chat text or just DM it to me. Whatever.
Well, I don't. Well, let me see if I can copy it because I saw the Reddit post for it and I was super fucking excited. Let me see.
Is there a translation?
Yeah, they already translated the card effect.
Yeah. I was like, if you just show me a picture in Japanese, I'm not going to be able to understand anything.
Oh, Dark Knight Cecil Guys EX Plus early. Okay, whatever. Hang on.
I'm still going to be playing Sacred Beasts, though.
No, yeah, I'm going to buy the Sacred Beast because I do like them too, but, where's my save shit?
Honestly, like, The decks that I'm sort of like excited for playing is mainly the Yugioh versions, but I'm gonna like remake portions of my Blue Eyes deck. It's just, I just really want to make that.
So this is gonna be really long here. So get ready to read because it's 5 cards and they all basically work with God cards. Now Raw is the focus. I'm gonna post this on Yugioh. Oh no, your message is over 2,000 characters. You can upload your message as a file instead. Do you want me to upload it as a file, Mingler?
Sure. We'll take it.
So we just OTK'd Jack Atlas. Because this is fair.
Yes. I agree. I wasn't even watching and I agree.
Like, it breaks hard. Like, if you're fighting an actual deck that can fight back, you're not going to win. But against, like, just like a random computer, it's so fucking disgusting.
Let's see, during your main phase, you can special summon 2 slime tokens, also no normal summon or set, except divine beasts. Tribute this card, set 1 metal reflect slime directly from your hand. Okay, so metal reflect slime stuff, guardian reflect slime.
No, it's guardian.
Alright, so then there's new stuff, ancient chant. You only activate 1 card with this card's name before return. Add 1 the Winged Dragon of Ra from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and if you do during your main phase this turn, you contribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon / set. Well, there's nothing that prevents that card from being amazing. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and if you do tribute summon, if you tribute summon the Winged Dragon of Ra this turn after you resolve this effect, its original attack and defense become the combined original attack and defense of the monster tributed for its tribute summon. Okay, alright.
So
sure.
for context here, in the anime, when Ra was summoned, he would have the original attack and defense of the monsters tributed for him instead of life points.
Yeah. Well, the anime versions of them are basically unkillable because most of them are stronger than most of them are stronger than Ultimate Falcon because they're completely unaffected by everything. They can only be used by the chosen duelists. They can't be destroyed by battle.
Unless you're
they inflict like massive burn damage. They have their actual effects, and then they also have like buffed effects off of like tributing. So they have like 8-10 different effects that are like complete bullshit. Like they are actual god cards. Arm Dragon.
Why do you say that like the god cards aren't actual god cards?
A full board of that wouldn't even touch them. They'd be like, nah, we don't care. But you could still beat them, even with all of that. You could still beat them with Dimension Wall. Because Dimension Wall doesn't target or even affect the monster. It just takes the damage you would receive and gives it to your opponent.
Is that enough to OTK? That is enough to OTK. We are about to OTK.
Let's see. Millennium Revelation, continuous spell. You can only use each of these effects cards name. Each of these cards names first and second effect once per turn. You send 1 Divine Beast monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add 1 Monster Reborn from your deck to your hand. Oh, Surge's Monster Reborn. You can send face-up card from your spell trap to the graveyard. This turn, you can spell summon 1 Winged Dragon Raw from your graveyard, Monster Reborn, ignoring summoning conditions, but you must send it to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. 1 with the Sun God, continuous trap card. You can not activate first and second effect in the same chain. Control a monster whose original name is Winged Dragon Raw. You can activate this card during the turn it was set. Okay, that's not the first effect. First effect, during the main phase, you can pay life points if you have only 100 left. Special summon one special summon Winged Dragon of Raw you control gains life points and defense equal to the amount of life points paid. Once per turn, for the second effect, you contribute 1 Winged Dragon of Raw you control, gain life points equal to the amount of attack it has on the field. Alright, so these are just like reiterations of the fields. Like the only thing that's really that good is Millennium Revelation and Ancient Chant. 1 with the Sun Gods just like flavor. But this doesn't help Slifer become more consistent or Obelisk. This just helps Raw.
Yes.
Though I think that's a right step in the right direction, considering Raw already has Disciples, he has Sphere Mode, and he has Immortal Phoenix. So
to be fair, regarding Raw's, oh my goodness, if I only would have drawn my fucking OTK card, this would have been.
I just wish they would have added a searcher or something for like Disciples. Like
I wish Disciples would be actually fucking good.
Disciples is good.
Disciples
like
is
once you
trash.
summon him, What are you talking about? When you summon Disciples, he summons all the other copies of Disciples.
Yes, but the problem is you need a separate spell or trap card in order to tribute summon again in order to actually use that.
I mean, that's not really a problem when you have
The
like
only card that does that. Okay, so there are, as far as I know, there are 2 cards that do it in the game right now: double summon and advanced draw.
There's 3.
What's the
There's double summon, advanced draw, and a true name. True name is actually
the true name does not let you draw I have the true name in real life. The true name does not let you tribute. It only lets you special summon a god card. That being said, in Yugioh, it's really inconsistent. So I want to get it in this game because in Yugioh, it doesn't let me summon my god cards for some reason.
I
know you
mean,
can
now
summon
that you have
Obelisk.
the Earth Chant thing, technically you have 3.
You want to fucking you want to get smacked?
I'm saying Ra's Disciples can
Ancient
actually
Chant
use
is
now.
going to be great for all god cards just in general.
My only problem is that, we couldn't run triple terraforming for Mound of the Bound Creator now. Says, why
Yeah.
summon Ra? But now it's going to be just 4 copies of Mound of the Bound Creator. Luckily, I don't have to worry about this for Sacred Beasts, because I'm pretty sure Sacred Beasts has, their own... Doesn't Sacred Beasts have their own field spell searcher?
Kind of. So the monster that searches Sacred Beast can search, the field spell. Wait, my dumbass. I'm looking for a gig of... Shit,
And you
what's
can use
the...
terraforming.
What's the creature? Did I seriously forget what the creature was
Delicious.
called? Oh, let's keep it down.
I'm just happy that my Ojama deck can be made. Because now, nothing will stop.
What? Oh, you plant bitch.
What are you
Guardians...
saying?
What? To be perfectly honest on the table, the better card the better support, so don't do it. They just did it.
I haven't seen the Sacred Beast new support, so
You haven't seen all of it? Or just like...
no, I
Wait,
haven't seen
so
all of it
do you
since the
not-
last wave.
Wait, so do you not know what's coming out in the deck box or no?
Nope.
I think there are 2 cards that you're not aware of then.
Oh boy, they better be pretty freaking good.
Totally. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy LE Part 5, Part 2 of my cards are atrocious. My cards are fucking great, fucking Red Tusk. You shut your dirty whore mouth. This is a waifu deck, and it's actually fucking competent.
Dude, I built a deck for one of the guys that had been playing this game for the first time because he wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but he wanted something that was a little more accessible. He was like, "Oh, hey, this game," and I'm just like, "Let me build you the deck." And I just gave him I just told him Fine Breaker, the Magical Warrior, fucking Blast Spheres, Michizor, all these trap cards, and then for your extra deck, we're just gonna put in tons of level 7, level 6 synchros. Because I also made him run that X-Saber monster, the level 3 X-Saber monster, that when you attack directly, you take a card out of your opponent's hand. And it's 1600 and it's level 3. And I'm like, this is great. What are the downsides? Oh, it's also a tuner. I'm like, a tuna. Yes.
I'm not seeing the downside here. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna check and see how much this deck costs because I actually like this deck. I actually do like this deck a lot. I'm probably gonna buy it in real life and build it.
Well, Valkyries are cheap. At least their monsters are.
No, okay, so if I remember correctly, the most expensive card was Mischief at $6, but I recall correctly, the boss monsters for Valkyries were also $6 a piece. Because the boss monsters are really good.
These spell cards are the things that are expensive in Valkyries, from what I remember.
I think the tribute summons are also pretty expensive because they're really fucking good. The actual 7-star tributes are good.
Yeah, there's one monster
Whoa,
that's
this guy got jacked.
There's a spell card. There's a couple of $5 cards. One of spell cards is that. No, this sounds about right. Most of them are under $1, but there are 3 or 4 of them that are each $5 each.
What the fuck? That man got jacked since the last time we fucking saw him. Yeah, no, because maybe I'll wait till after this whole coronavirus thing is blown over. But I didn't buy the Valkyries earlier because I didn't know if they were going to be fun or good. But after being able to build them in this game, they are pretty fun.
Oh, dude, like every card, it feels like every card that I've seen in this game that was potentially like not really useful or was like super useful in like a niche kind of way, but not like generally speaking, is like really good in the 5D's GX eras. Like the stuff that I built him for, like in decks that he played when I gave him like Shards Agreed and like Supply Squad, those are amazing cards for like 5D's GX format because I just built him a deck that just has like more modern mechanics, but it still plays it by old style Yu-Gi-Oh. So you still summon a monster every turn, set back row. You just have draw spell cards. It's just the monsters and the mechanics are slightly different.
You mean slightly better because all the new shit's way better than the old shit?
Yeah, but it's. I mean, even though Broniac can be summoned in the deck and Broniac's eroded, it's still fucking Broniac. So like, since you draw so many cards, I'm just like, dude, you have a problem, just summon Broniac. It's like, all right, just bounces the entire board by getting rid of his entire hand. Like, attack for game. Castell is a thing, finally.
Yeah,
Like,
so Castell is one of your default XYZs they give you. That is super fucking generous.
it's so. It needs to be the case because you play so many goddamn stall decks in DMs, and I'm tired of running into like fucking. Like I'm not even playing the deck. I'm just watching him, and it's painful because I played the Yu-Gi-Oh multiple different versions of it. I played Yu-Gi-Oh the Eternal Duelist Soul, the GBA, which runs through pretty much all of first gen Yu-Gi-Oh until I think the last arc of it, like the first was like 5 or 6, right? And then I think it stops with like Pegasus. Yeah. Well, okay. It stops with Pegasus, but it still includes other people like Yami Merrick. But I ran through that, and I ran through like Yu-Gi-Oh 2006 Championship Edition, and that also has its broken-ish setups, and there are tons of decks that run like continuous trap card setups that are really super stupid. And Duel Links especially is atrocious with some of the character decks.
I've tried playing Duel Links again. I can't. I don't know why losing 2 fucking rows ruins the game for me, but it's just like, why is this game ass?
It's so bad because like you play Duel Links, right? And you see Legacy of the Duelist, and it's like, I get rewarded way more in Legacy of the Duelist for doing the same amount of effort. But I get rewarded for shit in Duel Links. And the cards I start with are trash. The game is also way more susceptible to power creep due to the way that it incentivizes you to play against more players. Whereas Legacy of the Duelist isn't necessarily.
To be fair, though, regarding Duel Links is a mobile game. And you just have to accept that it's going to be predatory.
I know, but like I don't mean because of microtransactions. I mean like the way that they handled their sets and what they put specifically in their sets. Like that game was not designed to handle multiple sets. It should have had either set rotation, or it should have had something to the effect of like capping the amount of times you could buy from each booster box. Like there are people who could like get 3 Michizor, and it's like, well, you just draw a card that gets destroyed, and then you just play your game. You play defensive the entire game. And you have a tier 1 deck.
Okay, yeah. No, I was just checking to see if I could activate Mischief of the Time Goddess on the second go around, but they don't let you. I guess you can't cheese it that hard. Oh, look, another OTK. Beautiful. Perfectly balanced.
That was before they... I don't even know if they have Mirror Force in, Duel Links. But I have, like, a strong suspicion that they do, because they have Sakatsui armor and like some other things. So
well, hang on, Red Dusk. Regarding your question earlier of if Devil May Cry Resident Evil exists in the same world and Raccoon City incident happened before DMC3, no, I doubt Raccoon City would affect Dante in any way, shape, or form.
Let's see if Raccoon City happens before DMC3. Like it doesn't matter unless. Well, first of all, Dante doesn't have his business set up.
Whoa! What the fuck is that thing? Primo. What the fuck?
I don't know what the hell that is. That is kind of weird.
There's more of them.
Raccoon City wouldn't affect Dante at all because even though it's zombies, he doesn't have his business set up, so he would have to have the information brokered through Enzo. So Enzo would have to find and contact him. Also, depending on if this is like during the manga or post manga, but pre DMC3, he knows Virgil is out there and is planning to activate Timina Gru. So he's probably not in the mood to go hunt down some zombies when his brother could activate the portal to Demonville, as he so eloquently puts it, at the drop of a hat. And he needs to be around to, like, fuck with him.
What the fuck? Okay. Sorry.
So I
I've been
find
told I'm in the that fucking movie, like, Train, I think it is, where you can't stop the train or else you die. Apparently I can't stop dueling or I'm gonna die in this duel. Whack.
What's happening? I'm sorry.
So basically they rigged his motorcycle with the bomb, and if he slows down while dueling, it'll blow up.
Card games and motorcycles? What? No!
Which Millennium item in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best to have?
Probably the eye.
Oh, that's a tough one, because...
Probably the eye, if we're being... So from what I remember, right, we have, like, the Millennium Necklace, the, Millennium Rod, the Millennium Puzzle, the Millennium Eye, and then I think there's two items between Ishizu and Bakura. So, which one of them has the necklace?
Ishizu has the necklace. Well, they both have necklaces, actually, ironically enough.
Oh, no. The necklace of the ring, the Millennium Ring.
That's
one of them has the ring.
Bakura. Bakura has the Millennium Ring, and Ishizu has the Millennium Choker, we're gonna call it.
So she has the ability to see the future.
Yes.
Merrick has the ability to control people.
Yes.
No.
The control people power comes from the Millennium Rod. That's Merrick's ability.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so the Millennium Rod's the one that lets you control people. The Millennium Ring...
Yeah, no. I'm just saying...
What the fuck does the
Merrick would be able to do this because he's the one that has the Millennium Rod.
What the fuck
so the rod allows you to control people. The necklace allows you to see the future. The eye allows you to read people's minds, from what I remember.
Yes.
And then I don't remember what the puzzle does.
The puzzle makes you fucking super fucking bust to a plot armor.
Does it summon the Pharaoh technically?
So what the puzzle technically does is it summons the soul of the Pharaoh to help you.
Okay.
Now,
so
whether or not that's useful outside of duels...
Well, it just means you have control of Egyptian shadow magic. So technically,
well, I mean, they're all Egyptian fucking shadow magic.
Millennium Scepter.
That's the one that Merrick had.
Wait. You mean the Millennium Rod? Because he specifically refers to it as the Millennium Rod. He might call it the Scepter in the subbed, but as far as the dubbed, he calls it the Millennium Rod. So, I don't know what Bakura's ring does. Actually, no. Wait. Bakura's ring locates other Millennium items.
I really hope that's not all it does, because if it is, that'd be the most useless Millennium item.
That is one of the abilities it's consistently shown. So as far as the ones I would rank, those are the 5 that I know about.
Okay.
So
there's
definitely not Bakura's.
Okay, so there's 8 Millennium items. So there is 8. I don't know what the Ankh does, because there is an Ankh, and there's a fucking like scale balance. If I remember correctly, the balance one lets you merge with the monster. And I don't know what the fuck the Ankh does.
I don't know what the other 3 Millennium items. I only know what the one that Bakura...
And the last one is the cube from Dark Side of Dimensions, which basically gives you access to cubics, which makes you fucking invincible.
Or not, because, cubics can only go second.
Oh no, I summoned my Paladin Oracle Mahad.
It makes you invincible if your opponent has a shit first turn board. Yeah, no. So, as far as the ones I know about, as far as the 5 that I can mention, because again, my extension only extends to like.
That motherfucker seriously played fucking Dark Hole as his fucking turn 1. What an asshole! It's a 0 attack monster.
So. Well, Bakura would be at the bottom.
Well, that's assuming all Bakura's does, and I still can't believe this, is search out other Millennium items.
Well, it can also have laser battles with other Millennium items, which have the ability to have laser battles with other Millennium items.
I think I'm gonna lose because I bricked this time.
But again, powers that seem to be specific to interacting with other Millennium items, which is kind of useless.
Of what we know right now, the best options would be either Ishizu or Pegasus. And I'd rather go with Pegasus because with the future can be changed.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
you couldn't beat Pegasus.
That's like based on predestiny and fate manipulation. Whereas I can see what's in your mind. I can use that information to my disposal. I could win the. Well, like Pegasus did way more damage with his like mind eye than Ishizu ever did with I can see the future. And then what's that mean? Kaiba's just like, well, then you're cheating and you're disqualified. Well, shit.
Didn't you use Dark Hole on the first turn?
I can't remember what that was. Yugioh Bridge described it as.
Yeah. Because
I don't remember
the Millennium pieces are cheating. Like no matter which one you're using, you're fucking cheating.
No, they literally are cheating. Like I don't know why Kaiba didn't just kick them out of the fucking rules. Like I think he just wanted to like use Obelisk and he wanted an excuse to use it. So he's like, we're having a tournament right now. It's like Big Brother, Merrick summoning the Shadow Realm. I'm like, I'll let it pass.
Oh, well.
So what I think is the thing is that, as far as I don't remember how Ishizu, like I don't remember who wins between Ishizu and Kaiba, but based on the end of the tournament, I'm assuming Ishizu loses because I think Kaiba gets to the final round.
Okay, so Kaiba wins because the Blue Eyes White Dragon basically tells him, "Hey, fuck Obelisk and summon me instead."
Summon me instead of an Egyptian god, and he's like,
well, no,
yes,
so he has Obelisk on the field, but Ishizu has Blast held by a tribute, the anime edition, and what ends up happening... Oh.
Did you held by a tribute? What the hell? I think I remember that old card.
Yeah, so basically whenever you tributed a monster, what would happen is it would blow up, and you would take it that... It was... How did I fuck that up? That was... How did I fuck that up? I saw the card!
Yeah, this thing is actually like... Okay, so this thing, when an opponent monster that was tribute summoned this turn declares an attack, destroy as many face-up monsters that they control. A face-up attack position monsters they control, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage.
Yeah.
So if that's the basic... what an anime effect looks like.
Okay, so in the anime, what happened is the blast was just in Obelisk. Like, it was just ready to blow up an Obelisk. When Kaiba ordered an attack, Kaiba would lose the duel. Obelisk would blow up, and he'd take all the damage Obelisk could deal.
So he decided that the best course of action would be to tribute summon an attack with that monster, and probably get killed by the same.
Okay, so yeah, that's what he did, but I guess because he tributed the card, the bomb went away.
Oh, maybe. This is weird. So, controlling the future didn't mean anything for her against Kaiba, who didn't have a Millennium Eye, and he had to give up a God card, so...
Now, to be fair... The Millennium Rod does like talk to Kaiba, so you could argue that a Millennium item just counters a Millennium item. But I mean, like,
I mean, the way that Kaiba, well, first of all, we've already confirmed that like Yami cheats, like Yami Yugi cheats by using Egyptian shadow magic. Like he literally changes the order of the cards. That's why he says, "Oh, the heart of the cards," and he just makes the card that he wants to summon or that he wants to draw. So
really
even if
cheap?
Pegasus is looking, Pegasus can't do anything to stop him from doing it. So he just draws the card he needs in the deck that he needs, and he just deck builds based around cards that he would need to top deck. And
to be fair, though, when they were dueling Pegasus seems to still be winning super fucking hard.
That's because the Pharaoh doesn't tend to use his powers unless he's desperate. It's like, yeah, no, if I can beat you without using my powers, why would I use them? Like, that's kind of like the thing. Like, I just don't have to use them.
He's got Stardust Dragon on the fucking field, and unless I can draw another monster, I'm gonna lose the duel.
Especially since he doesn't tend to take control of Yugi's body.
Yes, I just won! Go fuck yourself!
I mean, main character powers aside, like, Yugi has to kind of call him out. That's how the Millennium Puzzle works, at least from what I remember. So, and even then, like, there's multiple levels of like tension. Like Yugi tries his hardest, that doesn't work. Tries harder, that doesn't work. All right, summon the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh tries his CB game, that doesn't work. All right, Egyptian shadow magic. Like, there's multiple levels of, I guess, priority.
No, so what happened was in the Pegasus duel, if I remember correctly, is they just kept swapping back and forth, and they wouldn't know each other's move. Now, logically, this would never work in a real life duel.
What I remember is that he summoned Magician of Black Chaos, and it got grabbed by Relinquished, and then something happened, and he fucking top decked something, and then he won. I don't know if it was before or after he blew up Toon World. I just remember Magician of Black Chaos getting captured by Relinquished. And so I'm assuming he summoned a monster and he's just like, all right, I'm ready. And he's like, ooh, Yugi boy.
What, do you only watch the fucking Abridged series?
Yeah. No. I watched the original, but like the Abridged series did such a fucking good job of explaining that. I mean, the guy that did Little Karibo, the dude that did all of the voices for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, he's the voice of Frieza from TFS. So
is he really?
I mean, yeah.
Huh,
He's the one that does Frieza's voice, and I'm assuming his lines as well.
Whack.
Yeah.
A shame.
How will the Devil May Cry events affect the Resident Evil characters? Wait, what does that have to... Oh, if they existed in the same world. Well, I mean, they're probably still going to get fucked by demons. Like...
Dante will just get stronger because Dante will get the T-virus. So I thought we were going to lose this duel.
The T-virus, mutate, overcome the virus, and then gain new abilities. And then be like, hey... more power. No, Virgil would look at the T-virus and would let himself get infected. Because he'd be like, this isn't technically human, so...
This sucks. My fucking mobile game's in maintenance for fucking until 3 a.m. Damn it.
Well, granted, if it's too repulsive, Virgil might not let himself get infected by it. If he looks at it and he's like, that's disgusting, he might not be like, I'm not into Japan's tentacle porn and shit, so... get that away from me. But then again, he might also look at Nemesis and be like, oh, that's a normal human. Oh, look at him. He just destroyed a small building based off of that virus. Power. Wonder what that could do for me.
No, but ultimately, Millennium Eye, best Millennium item overall for your day-to-day use. I need to find out what the fuck the Millennium Ring does, because there's no way in hell it only fucking searches out other Millennium items. That'd be fucking worthless.
Hang on, let me look it up. Let me find the wiki.
That'd be the most fucking...
And if anyone wants credible... I just need to find a statement that it takes from the show, because that's what wikis are. They're reference sources.
I disagree with what's-his-face, who has like a hard-on for hating wikis. I can't remember what his name is right now, but...
Like imagine thinking Wikipedia is not a credible source of information when, like, everything that Wikipedia sources and categorized is backed up by evidence.
You mean
like, via
every
their sources.
Fucking school teacher on the planet?
Yeah. No, what they say specifically is don't use Wikipedia as a source. But then when you ask them, what about Wikipedia's sources? They're like, oh, that's fine. Just not Wikipedia. Like, Wikipedia just refers you to where the sources are got. Like, it's an right? Like, it's just an intermediary between you and the information. It just gets you there.
Well,
but, that doesn't necessarily mean Wikipedia is where you... Wikipedia can be where you got the information, but that may not be where
I should just be allowed
which
to
is
say
why they don't prefer, which is why English teachers don't prefer that you use it. This is not the original source all the time. It just is compartmentalizing the information in the source and making it readily available. And not in a way that they're okay with, because English departments have a stick up their ass. So,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, I got something you got something else you want to say there, buddy?
Yeah, no, definitely. I got something I fucking want to say, but I'll say it later once I find out what the Millennium Ring does.
Okay, so let's go into another one.
Let's see, Millennium Ring. Can we sell Millennium?
Can we have a
No.
stream outside? What the fuck? Do I look like someone who goes outside? Can we have a stream outside? What the fuck? Are you fucking... Oh, yeah, perfect, actually. Yeah, so we can now draw.
Fandom. Can we
Oh.
find it?
Wow, that's still complete ass. Seriously?
Yep. This is definitely it.
What?
Contains Bandit Keith's soul. Or Bandit King before. Never mind. Bandit King before. That's Bandit Keith's soul. I'm like, I don't remember Bandit Keith being soul sucked in there.
How powerful is the Yu-Gi-Oh verse? That's a little complicated. It really depends on which Yu-Gi-Oh series we're talking about.
Oh. So the primary power is to guide the owner to whatever he needs, include other Millennium items like a compass.
Okay, so Mangler, you
It
cut
even
out.
detects non-physical objects like mystical energies or dark emotions.
Mangler,
That's still less useful than. That's still way less useful than the Millennium Eye.
Can you repeat what you just said? Because you cut out for a good portion of that.
Its primary power is to guide the owner to whatever he seeks, including other Millennium items like a compass. It even detects non-physical objects like mystical energies or dark emotions.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but it's still not better than the Millennium Eye.
I mean, fair enough, but
It's better.
Okay, wait,
It's just like if you get the Millennium Eye and you're in the room with any person of relative importance, or any person who you're potentially who's threatening you or you're potentially threatening, you automatically have way more power over them than you should, based on your knowledge.
then I should. Bold of you to say I shouldn't have power over people. Okay, actually, you know, let's make this one fucking... We're gonna make Desquala the first card they're gonna draw. We're not even gonna banish it. We're just gonna make it the first card they draw. What's up, Abyss Hunter? Hey, Abyss Hunter, Dark Knight Cecil got his EX+. He must be so excited.
What about my start board?
I mean, I'm not gonna EX+ Dark Knight Cecil, but you do you.
I'd still say Millennium Eye is like, you know...
No, like, I mean, like, yeah, the Millennium Eye is still the best one overall, but, like, the fact that the other one's not complete shit really, you know, evens things out a little bit.
I was just like, okay, like, for plot reasons, I guess the ring seems nice, but, like, even then, it's like, eh. It's alright.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
These are just information that I remember vaguely, so you know, it's entirely possible there are other information. I'm looking at Millennium Eye right now
Okay, hang on one second.
to see if they're... Yeah.
Mango, speak.
Speaking...
Here, let me try Xing out this program real quickly, since my mobile game's down anyways. Because for some reason you're lagging.
Oh, so Millennium Eye's primary ability is to peer into the mind of the opponent, which allows the owner to know what he's thinking at all times, no matter what.
Okay, Mangler, you leave the call and rejoin.
Yeah.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I think we get this done. Yeah, we gotta do this one.
Right.
Nope. Still.
Does it work?
What?
Does it work?
It's working a little better, but for some reason it's still having problems. I don't understand.
So the point of the Millennium Eye is exactly as I said, but it also gives you the ability to see the hidden memories, and since that there's a spirit inhabiting them.
Did you just say hidden memories?
Yeah. So you can basically sense if that person, if they have a Millennium item, if they have another spirit or soul inside of their body. So you could potentially figure out if that person's true form exists there.
So it seems to have a lot of good utility in its own verse.
Yeah. Like the rest of the Millennium items, it can initiate shadow games, materializing the effects of dual monster cards and cast illusions and protect the owner from magical harm. It can also initiate the mind card penalty game, where it seals the soul of someone inside of a card, or in the manga, other types of penalty games, as Pegasus used a fatal one on Keith for cheating. Other lesser powers include sensing the locations of people of interest. In the manga, it was said that anyone who wears the eye will be given one wish. So, yeah, that's a little... Let me look up the Millennium Necklace.
Didn't Pegasus like wish for his wife or something, and then she blew up?
That sounds terrible.
I'm pretty sure it's
Probably.
Pegasus.
I know something, like, some of his ambitions were related to, like, bringing his wife back from the dead. I think. Because I know his wife's dead at the time of Duel Monsters. So, at least Duelist Kingdom.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the... Wow, this section is small. All right. So, a Shizu's item allows you, the Millennium Necklace allows the wearer to see through time, offering vivid glimpses of the ancient past and near future, futures whose outcome can only be altered through the inadvertent interference of other Millennium items. It also protects the wearer from the shadow magic of other Millennium items. Well, this means by default, the Millennium Eye will always be better than the Millennium Necklace, because the Millennium Necklace will always lose to the Millennium Eye. So, yeah.
No. Didn't it say it protects you from the dark magic of the other Millennium items?
It protects you from the shadow magic, but your future sight can be interfered with and ignored by other Millennium items. So any shadow, like, specific games, like the mind card penalty thing, like putting you under, like, curses and shit, that won't work. But you can still challenge them to a game of Duel Monsters. He can still look inside your mind.
But, you know, you can still challenge him to a game of fucking Duel Monsters, so don't worry about that. You can still
challenge them to
Duel
a
Monsters.
children's card game and then send them to the Shadow Realm. Like...
Truly the best way to go. Fucking hell, Stardust Dragon, are you kidding me? How many times have you summoned this fucker?
Wait a minute, does he just keep activating the effect to negate your stuff?
No, he just... No, I just find it annoying that he summoned Stardust Dragon twice.
Who is this?
I'm fighting Yusei. Well, you should know who fucking I'm fighting. This is boss monster.
I was about to say, like, if I have to ask...
I'm gonna lose... Well, okay, hang on. Let's see. Am I gonna lose or not? Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
Millennium items are artifacts that allow you to do way more than just cheat. It's just... The tendency is that when you summon the Millennium items, at least half of them, from what we know, have allowed the user to be possessed by a spirit from ancient Egypt that also had access to shadow manipulation abilities. So, in shadow magic. It's just, they also include other abilities, and the person that's sealed inside there, like Bakura got access to the Millennium Ring, Yugi got access to the Millennium Puzzle, Merritt got access to the Millennium Rod. They all got possessed by some spirit.
No, that's technically not true. Merrick's spirit was his own creation. That was just his. That was his like. That was
I
just
mean,
his
he
broken
still got
psyche.
possessed by it.
I mean, yeah, but that wasn't the Millennium Rod's doing. That was Merrick. That was like Merrick's own issues.
Millennium Rod just made it worse. That was kind of my point.
I mean, his
Yeah, he was
dad
involved.
did some pretty fucked up shit to him, Anglo. I don't think
No.
he
His
made it
dad
worse.
does. Like, his dad is what inadvertently ends up creating, Yami Merrick, because it's like a form of what's it fucking called? Like the abuse that he causes his personality to like split.
Yeah,
Or
imagine
something.
fucking carving a tattoo into your son's back. You know, imagine how that's gonna turn out.
I'll just create an evil version of myself that will kill you.
Truly, the most appropriate response.
Hmm.
Okay, so are you serious? Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and draw Final Light, and then we'll summon her.
Dude, waiting for strings to summon Slifer the Sky Dragon and Eternal Duelist Soul is like the most disappointing thing ever. Because you play strings and you're just like, dude, you've got Nightmare Steel Cage. That means you must have Slifer, and then he never summons it, and he just activates Needleworm and mills your deck out. And it's like, I don't care.
The way
You
nature
have to
intended
die.
it. Let me see here. Regarding how powerful Yu-Gi-Oh is, it depends, because technically it's Universal Level Plus. And I know I say that a lot for a lot of verses, but so in Yu-Gi-Oh, one of the main antagonists was going to, in GX, fuse 11 different universes into one using super polymerization.
Even the spell speed 4 antic. So when we say super poly is spell speed 4, that means nothing can respond to it.
But then Jaden's like, hey, don't do that.
Like what? You can't say no to super poly. It doesn't require your consent.
No. He can't stop Super Poly. He just stops her by being like, hey, don't do that.
I just find that kind of funny. It's just like, yeah, polymerization requires me to do this, but super poly doesn't require consent. It's like,
So,
no.
how is stronger than Zark? No, because technically... Well, okay, are you referring to the antagonist of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series? Because if we're talking about Zork, Zork is technically Universal Plus 2, right? He was going to destroy everything.
The Zork dork.
I think he's actually a bit stronger than Universal Level Plus, actually.
Are we talking about Zork from the board game in Yu-Gi-Oh? Like Zork the Dark Master? The one that rolls the fucking dice? That's Zork?
Technically, yes.
Ugh.
But we're talking about a
His
different form
effects
of
are
him.
shit. He looks cool, but his effects are shit.
Okay, so there's one called Zork Necrophadius is low multiversal. Yeah, okay, yeah. So there is a low multiversal version.
The Supreme King Zark. Well, Supreme King Zark and Zork, the Dark Master, are two completely different monsters.
No, okay, so he's asking which one's stronger, but I don't know what Zark does.
Well, if you like their actual card effects. Yeah, no, Supreme King Zark is a better monster than the Zork the Dark Master. Because all Zork does is roll dice and attempt to blow up monsters based off of chance.
It sounds
Zark
like you've had a history here.
Yeah, no. I used to play the card a lot. It's just the only way to optimize the card is use a continuous trap card called That 6, which basically makes like every every other number turn into either a 6 or a 1. And this essentially allows you to rig the RNG so that you will always blow up a monster, and you have like a 50 to 66% chance to like blow up all your opponent's monsters. It's spell speed 1, but like, a Regeki every turn can't hurt.
I'm talking about High, Jaden, Ancestor versus Zark. Why don't you just talk about Jaden? Isn't Jaden stronger than his Ancestor?
Also, Zork as a monster is just way better because he eats the entire board. And he does some other things.
He keeps playing Scrubbed Raid, Mangler. What the fuck is this?
What is Scrubbed Raid?
During the battle phase, you can send one card you control to the graveyard except this card to end the battle phase.
Oh yeah, this thing is adorable.
This is a fucked up card. I'm just trying to
Do you have
fucking kill
MST?
him. Nope.
Do you have Breaker?
Nope.
Well, he's gonna run out of cards eventually.
Thankfully, Mischief of the Time Goddess does sort of beat it a little bit, but it's like I already used my one Mischief. I need for the second one to come in, and it's just not coming anytime soon. Wait, hang on. Who's in my? Oh, she's there though. We can use her to get the second Mischief of the Time Goddess out. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's go and summon her.
I do know how to play this game.
Well, you know how to play the game, just don't know how to play the deck.
I'm in the deck. Yeah, whatever. Well, at least I can make my Mirror Force.
When do you sleep?
At least I can make a Mirror Force engine in the Fang of Critias portion of my Blue Eyes deck.
Stronghold Guardian? What? Are you fucking kidding me? And then he uses the scrub raid afterwards, this fucking cunt.
Stronghold Guardian. Why do I remember the name of that card from?
Basically, you discard the card from your hand, and your defense position monster gains an extra 1500 attack power.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that looks like... He basically looks like a Tiki monster, and then when you touch him, the battle damage you take from that card is like...
How are we able to get a haircut
double.
anyway? You know, you can just cut your hair at home, right, guys? You know that's a thing?
No.
Oh my goodness. Where is Mischief of the Time Goddess? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck it, whatever. We can now control his hand. He can go fuck him. Oh my god, it's all fucking monsters! Ah! Okay, we're gonna make card break. No, we're gonna make card breaker second. So we're gonna banish Junk Synchron, and then we're gonna force him to draw on the card breaker. I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh man, I'm ass. I'm ass. What happens here if I get this wrong? Fuck it, 7 colored fish. Select one card to banish.
Probably going to bed now because it's like 12:40.
Damn, like a bitch.
Whoa! I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Whoa!
Who are you? We need to talk about Visions of V later, like this week.
I know.
You guys see this loser?
We can do it tomorrow.
Right.
What happened to you? It looks like Hitler got hold of you and put you inside of a cab. Oh my gosh.
Exactly what I was gonna
It's hideous. You look like the Wicked Witch of the bitch.
Is he talking to you?
Yeah, he's talking about my fucking haircut.
Wow. You ever heard of a
Well, this is
razor
kinda
to
fun,
shave off
right?
those little pubes you have left on your face?
But then again,
Gross.
it'll probably be the last time
Team
your brother makes me laugh.
Team
So
Talk Tactics?
I should share it
They
too.
got some pretty stellar ads for their game. Like, not gonna lie, I generally enjoy the ads.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy something, fam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here being fucking roasted, and I can't get past Yusei's one fucking trap card, and it's making me lose my mind.
Those sounds you're making.
It's pain,
Lovely.
Mangler.
Lovely sound.
I'm gonna go now, guys. So.
Alright, there's Angler.
Oh my goodness, what is with these fucking cards?
And just like that, it's just the two of us.
So it would seem. Just. Oh my goodness, he's seriously gonna do it? Yeah. What a dick. Alright, I think we're good. No, because he's gonna fucking, during his battle phase, he's gonna fucking stop it, I bet. Alright, well, activate effect. Change the position. Alright, let's go. Let's see if he'll stop it. Of course it's gonna. Oh my god. This is gonna be the entire fucking duel now. Oh my goodness. Are you fucking kidding me? He is gonna run out of cards before I am, but the fact that this is working so effectively is pissing me off. Okay, Pop Extravagance. Alright, please.
I don't know. I have no idea if I should laugh or cry for you. At this point.
Okay, wait, hang on. What do you do? Okay, you're if you're special summon from the hand. Okay, thankfully I can mill his deck, so even if I can't directly fucking fuck with him, let's make him draw a second scrub raid because he's a fucking asshole. Battle phase. Alright, I think we're gonna win next turn because he's gonna draw a second scrubbed raid. So I think we're good to go. Yeah, so unless he has a monster in his hand, finally, we've done it, boys. We're finally gonna fucking end the duel. Holy shit. Let me just make sure he can't draw them. Oh, these are all fucking awful. Whatever. We got it. We're good. And he can tribute trap cards too. Why wouldn't he be able to? I think yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna banish the Scrap Iron and fucking Scarecrow just because I fucking can. Oh, what the fuck is this game? The fact that I'm here suffering through this is fucking ridiculous. Full fucking board and I can't fucking get past one fucking card.
It's like you're having the time of your life.
Oh, he's funny. Wait, there's more Scrap Iron cards? Huh. I always kind of assumed it was just Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Yeah, he is growing up. Okay, I think next turn, if I don't draw the card, I should be able to win. Because I should be able to draw Mischief of the Time Goddess next turn. And that'll cancel out his bullshit. We drew in the Mischief of the Time Goddess, but you know what? Just because I'm an asshole, we're just gonna fucking, what are his next 3 cards? Okay, fuck it, whatever. Let's win. Finally, it's over. Nice try, asshole, but I got Mischief of the Time Goddess. Now you can't stop me. Oh my goodness. Finally. Shit. Now, my dumbass didn't realize that I could send one of my Valkyrie cards to the graveyard and then banish that card to get Mischief of the Time Goddess earlier. So, this duel only lasts as long as it did because I forgot I could do that. Done. Fuck.
Well, at least you did it.
Fuck that guy. Alright, let's continue forward. I'm flying fucking Team Unicorn, apparently. The fuck? We're currently... Again, I do want to see if I can beat fucking 5d's today, because I would like to move on to dual monsters, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, how much of one of your tanks?
Am I what?
One of your tanks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do this. What the fuck is that? I don't recognize that archetype at all. Well, we got at least a monster on the field, that's all that matters. That's such a good Valkyrie card. Unfortunately, it is a target, so that's its only real problem. If it was like, choose one monster, it'd be perfect.
Right.
What? Unfortunately, you can't really use the full goddess pack until you get the first one, which is really fucking lame. But it does protect your Valkyries. So...
That's a good thing.
Hang on. Oh. What do you do? Yeah, let's go ahead and banish that card. Oh, okay. So he just saved himself. Unfortunately, they don't protect themselves. If they did protect themselves, they'd be probably a lot better than they actually are. Alright, so we got 3 of them. And we're going to be stuck here for a little bit. Never mind, he's going to fucking bust out some bullshit next turn. I'm assuming he's going to go for a synchro summon. What? He's got a 4-star tuner. How is he not synchro summoned yet? Alright, well, let's just keep going on this one. We got Monster Reborn in my hand, so we should be good if they destroy this card. But I kind of want them to destroy by battle, but it looks like that's not his strategy in the slightest. What the fuck am I fighting? I know these people actually search a. They're not searchers. Feels good. Fuck it. That What do we get into the graveyard? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and summon Bruhindo. That works out fine. That actually worked out great in my favor, actually. So now I can protect my Valkyries and fucking have her on the field. Perfect. Still, that probably means the other 2 caterpillars are probably caterpillars too. So they'll probably ruin my fucking deck if I attack them. But it's like I can't not attack them. Oof. And there go both my Mischief of the Time Goddesses. Oh, that's wonderful. I think I only have 2 in this deck too, so there goes my OTK strategy. That's great. Fuck, I should have milled my deck. I think I could have gotten one of them out of the mill. Damn, that sucks. And the last one's probably another fucking Shit, that sucks. There goes my fucking OTK strategy. Alright, but thankfully... What the hell is the strategy there? Alright, whatever. Alright. Her effect doesn't stack if I remember correctly, so we're just going to summon her on the field. And then we'll mill his deck. Oh, that would have been bad. He had a lightning vortex. That would have crippled me. Alright, I think we can OTK off this. Or, well, this is an OTK, but I think we can kill him now. So Yusei is the reverse duel. I'm not sure if I want to fight Yusei again, you know? Like, I'm not sure if I want to fight him again. We'll try. I mean, how bad could it be?
It'll probably turn out bad for you.
Oh, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky with our draws. And then this will probably be the last duel because it, well, it is still relatively early here. It's getting a little tired myself. I only had like 5 hours of sleep last night. So this will probably be the last duel. And the next time we'll finish off 5d's here, and then we'll go into dual monsters because I would like to make my Blue Eyes deck already, and I'd like to take that into the other fucking series. Oh, that's a shit starting hand.
Yikes. That doesn't look good.
No, it does not. Unfortunately, all these Valkyrie cards are fucking 5-star for no fucking reason. Like, she has a decent effect, but it's just really not worth her being 5-star. And we kind of need her on the field, so we're gonna have to play Mischief for the Time Goddess, even though I don't want to. Oh yeah, attack. Because... Oh! Scrap Iron Scarecrow, are you kidding me? Shit, now if I play Mischief for the Time Goddess, it'll be a fucking waste. Never mind. That sucks. Yeah, she's gonna get sent back into the fucking deck. Damn it! Because if I were to play Scrap Iron Scarecrow, he would be able to immediately use a Scrap Iron Scarecrow next fucking turn on the next battle phase. Oof. Okay, so hopefully he'll be able to. Hopefully he'll synchro right now, so that way I can just pop Dark Hole. Yeah, okay, perfect. Apple of Enlightenment is a trap card that lets you draw, but it only lets you draw if you have Valkyries on the field and only if it's destroyed, so... Oh, so you gotta summon a second Junk Synchron? Yep, he is. Son of a bitch. What the fuck is going on? Oh, he's gonna give him an extra 600 attack. Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna try and see if we can make something happen here. Because unfortunately we're not gonna wait. Does he get as strong for every Oh, okay, you currently control. So alright, let's try and shut down his deck right now. We're gonna try and make it to where we're gonna imagine not using the internet. What the fuck would that like even help him with? Alright, so Ghost Gardener, let's go ahead and banish it. They don't let you just type in the fucking name of a card or to type in... Oh, here we go. Okay, so we should be close. There it is. Damn, this sucks. Larry's best hunter, so again, I will be getting off after this duel, so this will be the last one anyways. Oh. Okay, so I guess we're gonna end on a loss. We bricked too hard there. Oh, I got a shit ton.
At least it tried.
I got a shit ton.
That's all that matters.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video.
Yes.
Just go ahead and get out.